Hi. No motherfucking reaction is going to exist today. This isn't a reaction video. This is an execution video. Because in my opinion, Deku's about to kill this man. I don't see what the fuck the point of this is. Because I don't know of... I haven't kept up with like Miles in his comics. But this better not be Spider-Verse Miles. Because what the fuck are they doing? Anyways, let us continue. Watch the video. I'll talk about more things as we go along. Let us begin. Oh, and my name is Dell.
Miles Morales versus Izuku Midoriya.
Spider-Man versus Deku. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And
So,
it's
like,
our job to analyze
one
the
of the
weapons,
components
armor, and
that
skills
built
to find out who would win
Spider,
a death
like,
battle.
we got Spider-Man, Batman, and then, like, a few other motherfuckers that were used to make Deku. Like, Deku's just got too much shit in his back.
All right, let's take this from the top again. This is Peter Parker. He was bitten by a radioactive spider, and for who knows how long, he's been the one and only Spider-Man.
A friendly neighbor to all of New York City. In a
Actually, hold up. Aren't they starting with Miles? Okay, if it's not Miles, maybe. I guess we're doing, like, different variants of Spider-Man. Or it's just Spider-Man coagulated.
universe filled with super soldiers, hulking green Goliaths, and world-shattering gods, Spider-Man is there to look out for the little guy.
But in a multiverse of infinite possibilities, that doesn't always last forever. Like in Universe 1610, when NYC's Webhead got iced on the job.
The city was left without its protector. But fortunately, Peter wasn't the only one who got bit. Enter Miles Morales, a young teen from Brooklyn just trying to figure out his place in the world. And now, he had it thrust upon him.
The canon event to start all canon events.
Alright, graffiti artist, Herald on the side. Okay. So we are giving him some weird shit. I don't remember exactly, but if I'm correct, Spider God, right? Because the Nazi is dope as fuck. As an actual real world thing. Naruto, DBZ, JoJo, Gwen. Sorry, it's like, yo, what is it like? Naruto, DBZ, JoJo, yeah, Gwen. Now, do be warned. Why did we mention fucking Yuji here? Because like we know he does a fucking Manji kick, right? Just like can events, GameSpot, Paul.
Now it was Miles'
I feel fresh hatred renewed in my body.
turn to be the hero the Big Apple needed, and he had all the usual spider kit to help him out.
This spider carried the Oz formula, a genetics-enhancing serum that granted Miles superhuman strength, speed, and the ability to alter his body's electron attraction to crawl along any surface.
And you can't forget that classic spider sense, an internal warning system that lets Miles know about incoming threats so he can react ahead of time. He even got an upgrade that acts like a radar, letting him see through stuff.
But no spider person is complete without their web shooters. Given to him by Peter's Aunt May, these webs have all sorts of applications between swinging, grabbing, restraining, projectiling, and being made into constructs.
Not having Peter around to show him the ropes made things a lot tougher though. And between mishaps with wall crawling and web slinging, Miles got off to a rocky start.
Like any typical teenager, he had a lot of self-doubt. Could he keep up in school? What was the right way to talk to girls?
And how could he live up to being Spider-Man when one of the villains he had to face turned out to be his very own uncle? Makes family dinner so awkward. All that, trying to kill you stuff.
Fortunately, Miles had a leg up on every other superhero known to man.
Living parents! Better yet.
Sorry, because I was like, okay, are they going with the movies or are they going with the comic? 'Cause I'm assuming it's the comic, but at the same time, we keep using movie scenes instead of panels. And then living parents! Fucking
Loving
foul.
parents. They supported him when things got tough, even if they didn't always see eye to eye. And thanks to them, he learned that the best way to be Spider-Man wasn't to do it like Peter.
Go into the fold.
Shut the fuck up. I don't give a damn about your studio. Honestly, I probably should look into it because, like, I do enough content creation on other means. I'll tell you all about that after the video is done reacting.
but to do it his own way.
And it helped that this particular spider had a bit more to its bite than Peter's. Miles has a variety of unique powers, like invisibility and venom.
Not like Tom Hardy, though it is weird to give your main power the same name as one of your bad guys. Come on, Spidey, branding is important.
Miles can harness his own bioelectric energy and weaponize it, whiles is especially effective against individuals with genetic mutations.
Punching, absorbing, blasting, mega blasting. Hell, he can even make electric constructs out of this stuff, like biowebbing and a damn sword. Jeez,
What the
kind of
fuck?
spider was this?
It's not entirely science fiction. Studies have shown that certain species of spiders, such as the Linophiidae, have a process known as ballooning. By spinning a thread of their silk, they can use the Earth's natural electric fields to fly, traveling up to hundreds of miles. No pun intended.
Well,
So what you're telling me is this motherfucker should be able to fly? Motherfucker, you can fucking fly?
whatever kind of bite it was, it gave Miles the edge he needed to find his worth as Spider-Man.
Miles can dodge gunshots, missiles, and lightning bolts. He survived all sorts of beatings, including a building exploding on top of him.
Oh geez, Spidey could lift buildings and dodge light speed attacks, and Miles is more than a match for him.
Like the time he absorbed the energy of a bomb that was going to vaporize Harlem. A blast that would have equaled 15 million tons of TNT.
He's gotten kudos from a ton of older heroes too, becoming a member of the New Ultimates and the Avengers. He
All right,
formed
hell
the
yeah.
Champions, a team of teenage superheroes with the likes of Miss Marvel and Ironheart.
The king of Wakanda himself even...
Oh lord, are we bringing in the vampire shit? I know there's a Vampire Miles section of fucking shit. I don't know anything about it, but I just know that like Vampire Miles exists, and I was like, yo, why is motherfucker collecting powers like fucking Pokemon cards in our world? And he's a scalper who's fucking making it infuriating for me and actually make a collection of it my own. Anyways,
suited him up with some Wakandan vibranium.
The same stuff as T'Challa's own suit. This super rare and tough metal can absorb kinetic energy and vibrational impacts.
It helps to regulate Miles's venom powers too, allowing him to better control his electrical output.
The vibranium is thinner to better fit his acrobatic fighting style, but it can still shake off most fatal attacks like they're nothing. This stuff is tough enough that Deadpool's swords have shattered against it.
Though it's not as
Hell
durable
yeah.
as, say, Captain America's shield, and enough kinetic energy will overload it.
Don't be near it when it does, or you'll end up like the Falcon here when he used his vibranium wings to stop a bomb that was gonna blow up New York City. That's twice now. Does any other city have to deal with this stuff?
But when vibranium and spider powers still aren't enough, Miles can push his electrical output into overdrive.
Giving him huge boosts in strength and speed, and making him a whole lot zappier. It's your classic shonen power-up, and he knows it too. He's a bit of a weeb, and has a thing for mimicking some favorites.
Despite his initial insecurities, Miles has more than managed to live up to his predecessor.
Fucking shit,
No
don't
longer
worry.
standing in the shadow,
Yeah.
but side by side.
Literally, his universe got blown up, and he was sent to the main 616 timeline, along with his family. And now it's him and Peter as a pair of Spider Bros.
He's even become one of the big players of the Spider-Verse, teaming up with all sorts of other spider variants to defend the multiverse.
There's anime spider people, robot spider people, dinosaur spider people, spider people.
Green Goblin, Swan, yeah, Blue the Giant Symbiote Dragon. Symbiote Dragon, alright, gotcha. Lifted in most of the building. Took hits from Giant Woman, alright. Dodge missiles, lightning cities, Stop the inheritors and save the Web of Life. What the fuck is the Web of Life? Save the alternate universe from his evil clone? That's some comic shit, alright. And won an Oscar. He won an Oscar? Why is that listed among combat feats? And whatever, fuck.
A whole lot of them, each with their own way of getting the job done. Miles even led them into battle against the Inheritors, a bunch of interdimensional vampire assholes.
This is what Stan Lee was proudest of in his favorite superhero. Regardless of who they were, any sort of person could wear the mask and do the right thing. For so long as we stay true to ourselves and help others in our own unique ways, then anyone can be a hero.
Shut the fuck up if you can. I don't give a damn. Shut the fuck up, man. Anyways, woo.
But
Deku?
what is a hero? To the citizens of Japan, there was no one more synonymous with the word than their symbol of peace. All Might.
The big numero uno. With a smile on his face, he could save anyone and win any fight, no matter what.
Or so it seemed. After a battle with his arch nemesis All For One, All Might was grievously injured. His time as a beacon of hope was coming to an end, and he would need to find someone to pass on the torch.
In this world, most human beings evolved to have their own individual superpowers, or quirks, but not everyone is lucky enough to get one. Like this kid named Izuku Midoriya, or
Nepo baby.
as local bully Bakugo like to call him, the good-for-nothing Deku.
Izuku wanted to save people just like All Might, but even his idol told him that he would have to give up on his dreams.
Forever the beta male in the shadow of Bakugo and his Sigma quirk, until
All he had to say was fucking beta male, and I was like, alright. Sigma quirk has me halfway wanting to end this reaction right now. I ain't dealing with this shit. Anyways, profession, teacher, part-time hero, yeah. Alias, one for all, hero, Deku, possession, separate quirks, favorite food, Kostodon, and what the hell is this? Romantic interest, oh, you know, one of them.
he
Oh,
got
Lord.
the chance to alpha up and lend his rival a helping hand, proving himself worthy of All Might's torch.
And so after months of training, Izuku was granted All Might's quirk, One For All. This power allows him to boost his strength to incredible heights, using it for smashing attacks.
I haven't finished this series, by the way. I know how it ends, I know all the details, I just didn't want to read it myself. I did a lot of chapter reviews and then how to do shit.
Named after specific U.S. locales, and a soccer club.
Or football, as they call it.
Straight punches, spikes, even finger flicks, One For All is the ultimate in strength-enhancing quirks.
The first time he used it, Izuku destroyed this giant robot in a single blow, on accident. Too bad it wasn't the only thing he destroyed, though. Damn, that looks like it hurts.
One For All's power was so great that the recoil would shatter Izuku's limbs when he used it. In the hands of an improper vessel, One For All could cause their body to explode, so Izuku would need to continuously train to master it at his Hero Academia.
Say that again.
UA High.
Here he'd be inspired by girly pop Uraraka to turn his zero name into his hero name, becoming the Deku who always does his best.
Something that he may have taken too far.
When it came to saving
Yeah.
people, Do Your Best here had a bad habit of putting others way before himself. Sure, everyone else was okay, but he'd be good for nothing all over again if he got himself paralyzed.
So to cut down on his hospital bill, he developed full cowling. Instead of using his quirk in short bursts, he would continuously spread the energy across his body at low percentages, using it for acrobatics inspired by Bakugo's explosive movements.
And with that new thinking came a new fighting style.
Shoot style!
To use a
I remember shoot style, and it's one of the cool things. I was like, yeah, alright, shit, we gonna see Deku start to learn things. Oh, cool. Also, I'm still so fucking mad that, like, Deku, you were basically the poster boy of I should have all the fucking gadgets. The fact that I called you Batman earlier, why is that most of your toolkit came out of your quirks? You should have had a toolkit beforehand and then got the quirks and then enhanced the motherfuckers. Sorry, it enrages me that I don't see Deku running around with like a fuck ton of like little mini tools to do shit. Cause tell me that note-taking motherfucker would not have that many tools on him. It don't make no sense.
stronger limb that'd be less likely to break. Deku took a page from Nerd Emoji Ida's book and switched to focusing on kicks to pack in more of a punch. Yeah.
And that power would be needed. After a climactic battle with All For One, All Might would be forced into retirement, just a few months into Deku's training. Now it was his turn to face this demon lord.
Grand Canyon University.
Why is there so many motherfuckers trying to come at me today? Like, it's like every 5 seconds there's a new advertisement.
He didn't
Like,
have
damn.
to do it alone. Just as All Might had passed One For All onto Deku, it had been passed onto All Might by his master.
Why you got me
And
feel like
onto
Nami and
her
Shibuya?
master, One For
Just
All
fighting
was
ad after
power that
ad,
was
just getting
built
hit and
upon
shit.
for generations.
The quirks of the previous users of One For All manifested in Deku, along with their spirits, or vestiges, to help him in his battle against All For One.
Black Whip gives him energy tendrils to swing around and restrain foes. They can also brace his arms and manually control his muscles if he can't move.
Float allows him to soar high into the sky. By combining it with controlled blasts of pressurized air, he can effectively fly.
Danger Sense detects incoming threats and unease, letting Deku react in advance. though it's mostly like an alarm bell and doesn't tell him specifics like location or number of threats. Familiar?
Smokescreen lets him
Theft. Anyways,
create a
smoke screen. Yeah.
but he can use it at full blast to create a bigger smoke screen.
That's swell and all, but the real meat is in Fajin. After building up kinetic energy within his body, Deku can unleash it for bursts of strength and speed.
He's combined it with Black Whip to create the powerful Black Chain binding attack, and can use it in conjunction with Full Cowling to achieve foe 100%, equaling All Might's full level of power without any recoil.
He once used it to outspeed a bullet shot by Lady Nagant, a former hero turned villain who has a sniper rifle for an arm. I think I'm in love.
Nagant's bullet once
Nagant is pretty as fuck. God damn.
crossed the distance of a
Sorry, I only remember reading the. Okay, I read into Vigilante Deku, and I think I really did stop like right after like the Gaunt going into fighting Shigaraki, and I came back around when I saw Ochako versus Toga, and then left out again, and then saw Twice doing shit. I really only cared about Twice, Ochako, and Toga, and then also along with Deku occasionally, I guess. Bakugo can eat shit. I don't give a fuck. Fight me in the comments.
around 215 kilometers within a fraction of a second.
There's better characters. He's okay, but there's better.
700 times faster than sound. And Deku was moving so fast, the bullet seemed like it was standing still.
And he can go even faster than that with his final quirk, Gear Shift.
By touching a target, he can control its speed without abiding by the laws of inertia. He can slow down foes to leave them frozen in the air, or move so fast he can punch multiple times in an instant.
Even All For One's own protege Shigaraki couldn't track him, and this is a dude who can catch light-speed laser beams.
It does have a time limit though. After 5 minutes of continuous use, Deku's body will catch up to his speed, suffocating him as his cells become unable to take in oxygen.
Not nearly as bad as One For All was suffocating him though. He's been doing all of this shit in just the 10th grade. I hadn't even figured out you can breathe through your nose at that point.
The pressure
Yeah, no, that is actually insane. Imagine if Deku didn't have to do this shit and he could have just waited until he reached, like, what, 2 more years? Shit, if Deku was fucking given the time that all this happens, made it to high school age, got through it, and was just done, he would have been a monster. Unlocked On For All the purpose, can forge hero, obliterate Dark Knight's fortress, flew nearly 200 kilometers in an hour, survives and recoiled his attacks, yeah, which is basically a massive feat for itself. I still don't understand how the hell Miles is supposed to survive a blow for this man when every punch from him allows him to basically affect the weather in another country, and also at the same time, if I'm correct, he can absorb kinetic energy with Fajin, so can he absorb the literal punches that Miles sends his way? That doesn't make sense to me. How the fuck is he supposed to survive this? Unsurvived or go to attack, saved Erin, Kota, and Ayama, and Lady Nagant. Yes. Defeated Shigaraki, All For One overall, and Gentle. Also, a Gentle Criminal. My boy! My magnificent man! I'm so happy that Gentle Criminal actually did some shit by the end of the series. He was legitimately one of my favorite heroes. And yes, he is a hero. I don't give a damn. Can hit you really hard, yes.
of having to save his friends, the country, the entire world weighed on Deku. So he left UA to fight this war.
Vigilante.
But alone was never where Deku fought best. Having come from nothing, his admiration for his peers gave him strength, just as they admired his strength and desire to help others. Even Bakugo came around to him.
So when it came time to finally put that demon lord back in hell, his classmates, teachers, mom, friends, enemy, and everyone else supported and cheered him on. Because that was the greatest threat to All For One's reign all along.
Not All Might, not Deku, not even One For All itself. Just people helping each other out. And with their help, Deku defeated All For One once and for all, blowing a hole in this huge storm and parting the skies for a brighter future.
Though he did lose his quirk and have to retire from hero work, getting a regular 9 to 5 as a teacher, passing on his knowledge to the next generation, just like every user of One For All before him.
Some might say he peaked in high school. If not for the sick new armor he eventually got to go back to kicking butt, he even made it all the way back near the top of the rankings.
All with the help of his friend.
What he should have done in the very beginning. I am happy with that ending, though. I was so scared when I saw the memes. That's like, you know, I'm not even going to try to read the manga and catch up again. Because I saw them fucking McDonald's meals. Like, no. No, please, no. Don't do it to him. He did so much, and for him to just end up in some shitty job where people don't give a fuck is going to be pissing me off.
Friends. For so long as we keep reaching out our hands to help those in need, everyone can be a hero.
Shut the fuck up. Anyways, links will be in the description. Go down there and support them. Yeah. Seriously, why the fuck is it so many ads? Like, damn.
Hello, it's me, Store-Bought Benjamin. I know what you're asking. Benjamin, what are you wearing?
Dummy thick.
Yes, that's our mechanical menace Mecha Goose pulling down the trunks of poor Dummy. Our new summer line of merch is available now on deathbattle.gg for a limited time. Website members can even get this in a unique color scheme. And there's a hat. I like the hat. I know what else you're asking. Benjamin, why did Wiz build robot butt cheeks on Dummy? I don't know. Get your cheeks at www.deathbattle.gg.
Crazy ass fucking sentence. And at the same time, mecha cheeks.
Alright, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Hey, we coming with 3D animation. Okay, so we got MPUR as well, so we got non-photorealistic rendering. I do love that we're getting into our fucking comic dots too. Okay, cool. Sorry, yes, I like to freak about the animations. I like to freak. I like animation a lot, and it's one of my major hyperfixations. Let's keep going.
You're more man and less spider than usual.
Whoa, I was looking for you. Care to show me what you can do?
All right, new guy. First lesson, don't watch the mouth. Watch the hands.
All right. Fuck yeah.
Let's try that one more time. Guess who?
I can't use my full power here. Gotta take this somewhere else. Oh, gross!
You got skills, man. I like that. Oh, mierda.
So first off, I just want to say this right now. Who the fuck is that? Do we have credits for the damn music? Hold up. Animation, producer, lead storyboards, sound designer, recording. Philip Spann. Chef's kiss to you, motherfucker. I'm loving your score. Wait, hold on. Wait, what? Foul score, you say danger. Ah, shit. Is this one? Alright, fuck yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna be checking it out on my own. But, alright, we got our initial thing here. Deku smart enough to understand there's web shooters and break them. This still makes me wonder, did he grab his wrist and then go, oh, this is a web shooter? Or did he just go, he shoots him from here. I'm just gonna break his wrist. And then figure out, oh, it was a machine.
I moved us to an abandoned part of the city so we can go all out! Because I always do my best!
I got you, oil farmer. Fuck you.
If I'm gonna do my best, I gotta do my own thing.
Oh shit, okay, that is actually funny. Not funny, but like that's actually really fucking cool. Using the like gear shift and then him coming from above so you can remake the scene / jump. Okay, yeah.
was right. Your quirk is amazing.
Amazing is my buddy. They call me the ultimate Spider-Man.
His suit has shock absorption, not nullification. So, it's got a limit.
Alright, just want to peek this real quickly. Go back. I'm gonna have to, like... They got a behind the scenes where they just explain how they do their texturing. Because I want to tear these fucking models piece by piece. I want to rip them the fuck up and then look at these from under the hood.
Go beyond! Ultra!
Yeah, that is a definite thing to remember here. Alright, it has a limit. How does it expel all that energy, though?
Spider-Man, you really are the ultimate.
Oh, fuck. Are we not doing the, like, he can expel the energy, but it's like, that's some bullshit. I would have been fine if he just tore it off of, ripped it open or something, but, like, what?
This is Wick Studio.
Okay.
Let's start by talking about their superpowers, which matched up quite evenly. Unsurprisingly, given the not-so-subtle inspiration for Deku's quirks, though they did have some edges over the other.
The Spider Sense gave Miles more insight on his surroundings and threats than Danger Sense, which has been worked around before.
This meant Miles' invisibility was harder for Danger Sense to detect when he wasn't attacking, while the Spider Sense's radar system allowed him to find Deku in a smokescreen. But Izuku's other quirks granted him advantages of his own.
Float was a lot more mobile than Webs, and Fa-Jin gave a bigger boost in strength than Venom did. Since both had some advantages and disadvantages, we're gonna call superpowers a tie.
Next up, speed. Scaling to Peter, Miles could dodge light speed attacks, which actually outpaced Izuku moving faster than that sniper bullet.
Yeah, but he's talking about the dude who overscales over Shigaraki. They both have light speed feats. Don't even give me that shit.
For Deku, though, that wasn't his best.
Thanks to Gear Shift, Deku
Yeah,
could speed himself up to match Miles the same way he did to the light-catching Shigaraki. Even worse for Spidey, one touch from Gear Shift could freeze him in place and make dodging totally impossible. So speed goes to Deku.
Alright, I get
As
that.
for skill, Deku was incredibly talented at analyzing an opponent's abilities and coming up with strategies on the fly.
But Miles' powers and fighting style gave Deku few immediate openings.
Deku may have received more formal training at UA, but he was ultimately only active in hero work for a little under a year.
Meanwhile, Miles has been handling everything from neighborhood crooks to multiverse-ending gods for significantly longer.
It's close, but with his greater experience, skill goes to Miles.
Alright,
That means
alright.
The biggest deciding factor is raw strength.
And that was no contest. Miles absorbing the energy of that bomb was nothing to scoff at, but overwhelming power is what One for All is all about.
When Deku defeated All for One, the energy needed to part those clouds with his punch had a yield of
Yeah, no, I still think it should have just been Deku punching through the damn shit instead of it exploding because of that being the way that he dies.
362 billion tons of TNT, smashing the bomb Miles absorbed out of the water.
But it wasn't as simple as that. Miles is wearing a vibranium suit after all, so the question wasn't necessarily who was stronger, it was if Miles' suit was tough enough to continuously absorb Deku's blows.
When the Falcon protected New York from that city-destroying blast, it had a yield of 546 megatons. Impressive, but Deku defeating All for One was still over 600 times stronger than Vibranium's limit.
And Deku did that with One for
That still doesn't clarify a lot of things because if I'm correct, basically every vibranium object tool thing has a different limit. So why are we using the Falcon's limit in comparison to Miles' suit? Also, we know that Miles can literally output energy as well. So why isn't he just venting it off instead of just letting it build up forever?
calls embers, not the full package.
And remember, the vibranium in Miles' suit was much thinner than what Falcon and Black Panther had, making it unlikely.
Alright, if that's for the same storyline, then yes, I guess. If those are two completely different storylines, I'm gonna have an issue.
It could absorb as strong of a blast.
It's there to provide more protection, sure, but there was no way it could survive all of what Deku could dish out.
In this superpowered battle, it was Izuku's overwhelming speed and immense strength that made him the winning hero.
And the morales of the story is...
The winner is Deku.
Next time on Death Battle.
Got you. Alright. So, it's been a while. You're probably still here with me. If you're not here with me, thank you for showing up at least for a second. If you did manage to make it to the end of this, congrats. Links will be in the description. Support the original people. You know what the hell you're supposed to do. Past that, however, my name is Dellizar Slit. I am a VTuber, reactor, animator, writer, fucking doing a lot of other shit actually. Voice actor as well. Fun fact. If you want to find me anywhere, my links are in the description. You can find me in, usually you can talk to me on Discord or on Blue Sky. I have commissions for 3D models, pixel art, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Just hit up the Ko-fi. I also run a campaign on Saturdays, except for the 26th of July, which is this month, right now, because I have work that day instead. But usually I run a campaign where my players are playing as literal gods. And we're entering a fucking tournament arc with their champions. We are about to get into some bullshit. But, thank you all, and have a lovely day.